Hi. Hi, I'm Denise, and I want to talk to you about my blog, which we have succinctly named Ebb and Flow as Life Does. I've got a couple of questions that I'm going to answer to better explain, I guess, the foundation of my blog. And
so, when
Tisha's recording me.
Yeah. So this should be interesting. When we originally decided to do this, it was just our YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to thinking, and of course, me being me, I wanted to expand it. So I want to thank you for being willing to do a blog and for opening yourself up like that. So we have a few questions here.
Okay.
And I think you've pre-approved them.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope you don't mind, and I kind of like them. I kind of want you to use them for mine.
Oh, good. Maybe that'll be a good idea to answer some of the same questions.
You're such a smart. As far as your blog, or just in general, what is your inspiration?
You know what? I have always had a writing creative mind, so to speak, and used to nurture that lots until I began to nurture other people's needs before my own. And
that was a nice little mom wife,
Yeah.
thing. That was a nice way of saying that.
It was dormant, and I really didn't. Being myself, I forgot about that. And I met some wonderful people, namely, I forget this girl's name. Tisha Ann. And
I was like, is she saying me? What is she saying?
But she definitely fostered and woke up that light and re-energized that. And she's extremely creative in her own way. You've got to meet her. And
yes, she's fabulous.
And the more we talked and the more people she introduced me to, the more great women I got to meet. I noticed that, I had experiences and questions and doubts and just stories that were common to a lot of other women, but, just had different narratives and, different ingredients, so to speak. And I just feel like getting a friend and connecting with, you and other women, it validates my feelings, and kind of removes a lot of that fear and angst. And if it did it for me, I'm sure it can happen for other women. And I've learned as much through listening to them, and I want to be a better listener, and I want to, take that in and just be in the community of women in order to help and encourage and support each other. And especially in this era that we're living in, I think that's critical and important.
I kind of like the current trends. So, what do you think are current trend? What do you think current trends women are seeking enlightenment of?
With so much going on today socially, there's a lot of politics that women are talking about that we used to kind of just give a minute of a month to.
But we're not really political.
And we're not, but we're tired. I think we just want to be heard.
Yes,
we want
exactly.
to be heard and listened to, and just respected. Thank you. You don't have to agree all the time with the talented, beautiful woman next to you. You can certainly have different perspectives, different opinions, and it's good to listen and agree and disagree and talk about why you believe in the things that you do, or even open yourself up to perhaps changing your perspective, which I've done as well. I know other women have done it as well too. And trends, I think right now with social media and everyone kind of connected to an electronic device, I really want to get back to face-to-face conversations, or at least seeming like it's coming from a voice rather than a machine. Do you know what I mean?
That's true. That is exactly what I was thinking.
Okay.
So that kind of leads into, is there a particular topic you're looking forward to talking about? Addressing?
There are things that I don't think about, and other women bring up in conversation, and I say, wow, I never thought of that. And I find myself, especially now with grown children, saying, I never thought of that. And it should, I think women should take the time to think about some of the things that other women are worried about or anxious about.
Is there a specific
or concerned
topic,
about.
though?
Perhaps renewal or change or second chances
Yeah.
or quote unquote third chances or for just starting
We're
over.
kind of at that age where
Right.
we're in like an in-between. So yeah, that's good.
And it's okay if it's a second or third or fourth or 14th try. I think the important thing is to keep trying, and that can be difficult.
So that kind of leads us into, is there anything you're concerned about that's going to be concerning to you to talk about? Maybe difficult for you, but you're still going to tackle.
Yeah. I think depression and anxiety, because I have been super on top of the world in various times in my life, and I've been super feeling the earth is suffocating me, so it just ebbs and flows.
Very good. I like it.
and
You're
that
so smart.
and I just think with October just wrapping up, it was mental health awareness month. There were a lot of things I watched or read that prompted some things in me to think about, and I have to make sure I listen to my gut, listen to some voices or thoughts, but also not take everything so seriously. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
A part of what we're doing is the YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if they realize this, but you and I are kind of setting up some little adventures for us that we want to try, things we haven't done before. Is there anything particular you're most excited to try that maybe we haven't set up yet or that you want to do?
I love laughing. And I know Tisha Ann loves laughing. So I just want to have fun. And I think the more funny topics we have, it always plants a seed, and then all of a sudden we've got this shtick that we want to come up with and try.
So
and I'm kind of looking forward to being on SNL with Tisha.
Oh my gosh. We are going to have some fun.
Yeah, I think comedy relief is great medicine.
Well, we're doing everything with, truth and honesty, so this should be interesting.
Truth and honesty, and it doesn't necessarily always have to be brutal.
No.
Sometimes it does.
No.
I'll give you that. But
you're getting to know some of these women that are a part of, and you're slowly getting to know them. Part of doing this is building a community. Do you feel that this is something you're comfortable with, or do you feel like it's a little overwhelming, so many people so quickly?
There's I think pluses and minuses to it. I think it's sometimes I'm elated after meeting all these new and different women in different points in their lives, and sometimes it can be overwhelming. But
Florida nature at its best, right there.
Yeah, Florida
I
nature.
know.
A gnat was in my face.
A gnat.
A gnat. But
oh, great! It came over here.
yeah. So.
I mean, it's a lot of women you're gonna.
It is a lot of women, and right now, getting everyone in sync and in tune, which even necessarily doesn't have to happen.
No,
We just want to talk and listen and be there for one another, and like I said, build a community support system foundation.
So we're going to be talking about things like the emotional issues with, divorce. We're also going to be talking about, getting out there again, and just being the best us we can be.
Right.
Is there anything about being a mom? Because I know this week has been very trying. So is there anything about being the mom of adult children you think you're going to discuss? And I say that because she's had a weekend of where she was going to run away.
My bag is still packed.
I bet so.
But yeah, I mean, there's, sometimes you forget that your children are always going to be your children. Doesn't necessarily mean that you've got to treat them like a child. or think of them in that way. And there's moments where it's really easy to remember that they're grown, and then there are moments that it's terribly easy to fall into, oh, I gotta change your diaper, I gotta check, So there's a guilt factor that, it's, I think,
whether
all,
they're young or old, it's
all
that mom
moms
guilt
have to
factor.
contend with. Yeah. So, yeah, that'll be fun to talk about. And it's weird because also, too, I have different expectations and different beliefs with my adult daughter as opposed to my adult son. So that's a little trying, too. So
that's something you have to kind of look
yeah.
into and figure out.
Yeah.
Well, good. That'll be therapy with Sharon for that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it nice that we have some expertise that's going to help us out, because we have a physician's assistant and a mental health therapist that's going to kind of weigh in on some of our craziness?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think it gives it more validity. Not to say that our feelings aren't valid, but also, just so that they can say, you know what, that is common, And so as women in this group, all of these fine, wise women, we've got the expertise involved that gives a little bit of confirmation or validity or whatever.
Is there absolutely anything that is, I know there are a few things for me that are off limits. A part of doing this is that it will always be from our point of view, never bashing the other party,
Absolutely.
never giving dirty details.
Absolutely.
But there's still some things we're going to talk about, and I know it's going to ruffle some feathers in the personal lives of those around us. Is there anyone or anything that is completely off limits for you without you saying it? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. No, I don't think anything's off limits. I think this is how I feel. There will be, I'm sure, well, perhaps other women involved.
I so want to turn and video the guy that just let his dog poop in the common area of the park and didn't pick it up.
Hey.
This is real life.
Hey, if nobody's seen it, it didn't happen.
Oh.
No. Cut that out. So,
nope.
Yeah,
So
for me
everyone's-
personally, I don't think there's nothing I'm not willing to talk about or to listen, to. I will never use names, but I have, I'm open to everything, and I'm open to discussing everything. Yeah, the good and the bad and the ugly. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I think it'd be therapeutic for myself and this self and this self.
The many voices of
And
Denise.
this self. Yeah.
You're such a goober. I love it. Well, I love the fact that you're doing this, and I love the fact that you're willing to do vlogs with me, which I think that term is hideous, but I guess that's what blog and vlog.
Even when it first came out and they put it in Merriam-Webster's, I was like, God, couldn't they think of something different, something better?
Well, that's kind of why, because we all have different mediums that we're using, that's why I chose to say voices rather than a blog or blog.
Absolutely.
So I love the fact that you were willing to, just like me, do some videos. Come on, this is who we are, laying it out there. If we really want people to know us,
That's
then
right.
they need to see us.
And let's face it, some people don't look good on camera.
You look fabulous.
And so does Tisha, so what?
And at this point, do we really give a poop?
No. I don't even have eyeliner on. I didn't even put setting spray on this. I just put foundation, some bronzer, did my brows, and eyelashes. Oh, and lipstick. But that's minimum.
Well, we are lucky enough to live in Florida, which means that we're going to have wonderful sunshine and lots of adventures all throughout the cold seasons. One of those adventures I want to talk to you about while we're on camera to see your reaction.
Okay.
So, how do you feel about heights?
I am not afraid of heights at all.
So, can we do the eye in Orlando and
Absolutely.
do some interviewing and stuff there?
Yes, it's funny because I know quite a lot of people that are afraid of heights, and I don't let them stop me. I go by myself, so I'm not afraid of heights. We
definitely have to do one of our videos. We'll get one of our other girls and do some questioning of each other as we do that, because I'd love to see that. Do you think we'll be able to stay focused?
I will be. Well, maybe I won't be.
I don't know. I'll be squirreling it at any moment.
I'm not focused on the flat area right here sometimes, but we will try to remain focused. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it's lightning, that's when all of a sudden I'm like, yo, we gotta go.
So now you know that we're doing the private yoga class. Will you be doing that with us?
I am I will do anything I can do. Yoga,
Yeah.
I will.
Well, and Julie's amazing, and Julie she will tell you if it hurts, don't do it, if it, you know, that kind of thing. But I wanted to make sure, I wanted to get you on camera saying yes or no to yoga.
Absolutely. I will try it. I will do it.
I think you'll like it.
Yeah, I know I will.
Yeah, I mean, I do, but I'm not that great at it.
Yeah.
I fall sometimes.
Mindfulness is a lot trickier when you're older, because you are just falling.
Oh, and we're going to be open about our ages, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
How old are you?
My birthday's coming up.
Like, on the 5th?
On the 5th, so I think I'm going to be 47. I don't know. 8 take away 1. Yes. So I'm 46 today, but next week I will be 47.
Yes, our next to the next video, you'll be 47. I'm excited for your birthday.
Thank you.
Very
Thank
excited
you.
for your birthday.
Yeah. Everyone's got one, but yeah.
So ebb and flow.
Ebb and flow.
And we are going to launch Monday your birthday.
Oh my God.
Your birthday is the day we actually launch. So the website goes live for all to see. Hopefully there'll be more than just you and I and our other ladies.
I know there will be. And I'm really looking forward to reading the...
Sorry, I keep looking at you instead of through the camera, so you get a little Sorry.
That's fine. Sometimes I'm looking at Tisha.
Yeah, and then sometimes you're like, yeah.
And sometimes I'm looking beyond.
I know, I like the beyond, like it's all sexy.
And sometimes I'm looking at that dot on the phone.
The dot on the phone? Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, the 5th, so it'll be my birthday. It's my birthday present to you.
You couldn't give me anything better.
Yeah, your debut onto the world.
Well, that was good 47 years ago, but yeah.
Now, will you be doing blog and vlog, like 50-50, or do you think you're going to switch that?
You know what? I'd like to keep it more of a 50-50.
Yeah.
And I do have a tendency to, God, I miss writing.
So this is kickstarting
it
in you?
It was so cathartic.
This is what I was hoping for with all of you, is that creative inner voice that I hear of you, or hear from you, would translate to that.
Absolutely,
Awesome.
yeah. I used to be a heck of a lot better, I believe. But I think, you know, I just remember that first lesson in my first literature class in middle school. And
do you?
Yeah, and you know, we do trivia of the day, the first 5 minutes of class, and then the next 10 minutes of class, it was pen to paper, nonstop. You couldn't lift your pen up. And he was just like, just write. And you know, sometimes he'd give us a topic. You know, he'd just write a word on the chalkboard, just write. Even if you say, I don't know why we're talking or we're writing about chalk today, but let me tell you a funny story. Like, you know, it's just
cute.
Something to get us started. And I kind of fell in love with that. But
So will you have both this video and a blog to debut the 5th?
Yes, absolutely.
Amazing. Thank you. Thank you for doing that.
I'd like to thank all of the women involved. Yes, I think
It's going to be wonderful.
It's going to be great. I hope it's as cathartic for me, or rather for all the ladies. As
I hope this community.
It will be. Yeah, absolutely.
This community.
Yeah. And like I said, you don't really learn or live without opening yourself up just to listen every day to others. You don't have to say, you're right, I'm wrong. You just have to listen. So I think that is going to be a blessing for us all in one way, shape, or form. We can even totally say, oh my God, I don't know what exactly Sally was talking about. I don't get it. And then 2 months from now, I'll be like, oh my God, I totally understand what Sally was talking about.
Exactly.
It just comes. So maybe that'll, I know that'll happen for me, because
It's happened.
It takes 10 seconds for me to process normal things.
our over year of friendship, it's happened for both of us.
Yes.
That we've seen each other kind of go through that.
That's right. That's
So,
right.
Was there anything else that you would like to say before we end this?
No, I think I'm just, I wish all the ladies success. Are you
going to go by your full name, or are you going to just go by Denise? Or?
We're going to see what personality shows up that day. But,
I love that.
No, typically Denise, yeah.
Denise, got it.
We'll just go with Denise.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tisha.
I love you.
Because a wise woman said we should do this.
I don't know what she was thinking, but here we are.
Here we are.
Love you.
And here we go.